What's up? I'm trying a new camera mount. I got one of these good old chest mounts on. Look a little bit ridiculous, but I prefer this over the bulky thing on my head. So this video might be a complete bust, but we'll start. But have you ever seen those things on like Instagram or whatever? They're like tap handles, fire poker sticks. So basically it's a piece of rebar with a prod on the end, and you poke the fire and whatnot. Well, these tap handles are kind of like a popular thing, like a beer draft tap handle, like. But that sound effects are important. But I got a bunch of these at an auction, like 10 of them. I'd never even had the Stonewall in IPA, so yeah, these are just kind of cool, I guess. But they're porcelain, and they have the threads here. I think the thread is 3/8 by 16. I guess I can look at that. Yeah. 3/8-inch bolts, 1 inch long. Actually, don't get the 1 inch long ones. Get the half-inch long ones, maybe, or 3/4 inch long ones. They fit all the way in, and then they bottom out. These ones don't bottom out in here, and I really want it to bottom out to make a more positive end on here. So I'm probably going to have to cut these bolts down because I don't have enough of these. However, it's a like 3/8 by 16 thread. 16 threads per inch, and then that way I can put this on here. I got these 4-foot pieces of rebar. I think it's a little long, but I'm not going to cut it until I actually weld on the screw so I can play around with it. And then probably what I want to do is cut off however long, and then get like a 2-inch piece and put it at an angle on there so you can have something like pull logs back towards you. But it's getting that time of the year where campfire weather's coming around. It's starting to be, or it's the end of September, working into October, so we're gonna have a lot of campfires and stuff coming up. And I wanted to make one, but I didn't see any point in making one if I could make 10, because I have 10 tap handles, and they've been sitting around for, a long time. So the first thing I want to do is get this V-bit here. Oh, I don't know if I explained how I want to do it. I probably did. But I want to get this V-bit and then put it in the router table. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to put a V, I did explain this, I think, I don't know. Put a V all the way down this, so that way this can fit in there. And then I want to have to cut out a portion here, so that way this fits flat, and then this is in plane, and this is in plane with each other. Because it's going to be almost impossible to get one of these bolts welded on the end of here straight. Like, even that's already crooked, and a little bit crooked there is going to be a lot of it crooked on the handle. So I figured if I want to make 10 of them, I might as well make a jig to mass produce them, and then maybe I can sell a few of them. I only paid $1 a piece for these tap handles, so that's why I bought 10 of them. So I mean, if I can sell one of these things, 2 of these things to pay for my rebar, I'll basically be break even, and I'm probably going to give a few away to a few friends. So without further ado, I guess let's chuck up this that bit I just dropped. Let's chuck it up and put it on that router table. Holy cow, that went way smoother. I had that cut in like a second. Alright, let's see how that fits in here now. Oh, that's perfect. I mean, I wouldn't say perfect. For my needs, that's perfect. Alright, let's see. I say probably right there. Give the rebar a little bit of length. Give this a little bit of length. Probably about here to here. Okay. Should be able to do that, no problem. Okay, so that works. So now we can put a rebar in there. Put that in there. Tighten these up. Clamp a welding clamp on somewhere. Not too thrilled about that. You want to run a 1/2" V groove down in there. At least that will make it so whenever I push down, it centers. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, now with that V, it feels much more tactile and much more centered. I mean, I can't really tell, but I mean, it might be off a little bit. Well, that's because it wasn't pushed down. But the important thing is it's straight. So even if it's offset a little bit, it's still going to be straight on. If that makes sense. Once it's tightened on, you'll never know. So yeah, so now what I need to do is just basically get the TIG welder out and just weld them and give it a shot. Alright, so I have this set up. I went ahead and cleaned my TIG rod. Got my TIG torch out. Could not think of that word. My pedal. Got my argon and everything hooked up. So I think I'm just going to try to weld this on there and see what happens. So let's see how well I can record this here. A moth just flew in my helmet. Probably should get a fan welding those zinc coated bolts. But that's kind of what it looks like. Still has the what's the word I'm looking for? The bolt, the hex bolt on there, so I can tighten it up. So let's put it on a tap handle after it cools down and see what happens. All right, so I put a jam nut down here in the washer just because the bolt was a little long. I don't know if I need that washer, but I might just weld those bolts on there. But yeah, I just might leave the jam nut. It looks like, you know, you could, that way you can tighten different handles, might have different depths in there. So the washer's a little big, but I might leave the jam nut. So, and right now it's at 4 foot long. I think that's a little much. Yeah, 4 foot of rebar. I was thinking 3 feet, but that almost seems too short. Huh. Why don't we do 40 inches? We'll cut 8 inches off. So let's get that measurement. We'll do 40 inches. And I'm going to cut it on a 45-degree angle. So that way I have a pokey bit here at the end. And then I'm going to take that. I want to measure 2 inches. Cut that there. And then probably measure up whatever seems right. Maybe like 3 inches or so. And have that 2-inch piece coming off at an angle. So that way you can kind of have a pulley piece. So that's the plan anyway. So let's cut it and see what I can do. And then do 3 inches. I probably should have cut that at a 45-degree angle too. Maybe have that at 2 inches. I don't think that has to be at a point. I mean, if you're just going to be grabbing stuff, I mean, really none of them have to be at a point, but maybe I should make this at 3 inches, because you're going to definitely stick this in the ground when you're not using it. Let's do 3 inches. Alright, so I recorded the whole end of the video and didn't record any of it. So I guess I didn't record it. I acted like I was recording it. It was a good test run. But here is the fire poker stick. Sticks in the ground real nice and easy. Stands straight up. I do like the jam nut idea, I think. So we'll see. I'm probably going to paint it black just so it looks better. Haven't painted this one yet. I'll wait until they're completely done to paint them. But it's a good length at 40 inches. You can poke stuff with it. You can grab stuff with it. It's you know, it works pretty well. So I like it. Sticks in the ground, stands there. I think I could sell these for probably 40 bucks a piece. People at a campground would like it, and then get their own tap handle if they really wanted. Honestly, I probably could just build the rebar things and tell people they can get tap handles or make their own handle or something. But I do think I'm going to change a few things on the next one. So here it is. I got the jam nut, which I want to keep. I guess still got that hex head on there, which is good. I think I'm going to make this 2 inches or 2.5 inches. We'll do 2 inches. And then I'm also going to keep that 45 on there, so it's kind of pokey. I do like 3 inches from here, then 2 inches out. This just seems a bit much. I think smaller would fit the proportions a lot better. But the 40 inches is good. And then I have a little bit of rebar left over. We'll see what I do with that. But this jig worked out pretty nice. That, I don't know if I like that or not. I might just freehand it. But definitely getting that thread on there straight. This was perfect for getting the thread on there. So. Alright, so my GoPro's probably going to die because it died in that last time lapse. But I have made 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've made 9 of them because I only have 9 tap handles. I don't have 10. And I've welded these on here. These little pokey bits. Ground them all down. So now I'm going to clean them up a little bit and then spray paint them. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. But yeah, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to start working on, maybe tomorrow, a beehive monitoring system. So it has solar panel, it's going to have temperature, and it's going to have the weight of the hive. I'll have a public link and you can watch my bees if you really want to. If you're ever curious on how heavy my beehive is, just tune in and look at that. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Till the next one.